Hello, in this video, we will see how to define custom exception classes. You can use the exception classes from the Python library, use the runtime arrow, use value arrow, use many others. But sometimes you like to define your own exception class. The existing ones in the library are not sufficient to represent your exception object, so you need to define your own. So let's see how we do this by yourself. So let's first look at the what is available in the Python library. So this is the exception, and here is the best exception. This is the standard arrow. So now you see the runtime arrow, environment arrow, arithmetic arrow. So a lot of this here: index arrow, key arrow, syntax arrow. We can define the custom exception as a subtype of any of this existing ones. So let's just look at this example. I'm going to define this invalid radius exception as a subtype of the runtime arrow. So this is the constructor for this invalid radius exception. You have to pass the radius now. Now we're going to write this code here, so-called with custom exception. So this is to have this is invoke super class init method, and this is fine. Set the radius. If the radius is greater than or equal to 0, that's fine. Otherwise, if it's negative, so we're going to rest the exception. So this time we're going to rest this invalid radius exception. So that's the one we already defined here, invalid radius exception. So this is invalid radius exception. So that's past the radius here. Now we're going to write a test program, test circle with custom exception. So this, we're going to catch this invalid radius. So here is except invalid radius exception as EX. So now we're going to look at this. This you passed this here. So please look at this invalid, this you passed it. So you passed it, and this one right here is not declared as private. So that's you passed it and you get it. So you're gonna get this right here is the, when you catch it, so this is EX radius. So if you use a private, you can provide a get radius function method here. So you can add this get radius here. So you can say here, I'm going to have this right here, and then we're going to add this definition for get radius self, and this is return self dot radius. So this is, you have this situation right here, is this is, here the first line is fine. You're creating this circle with radius 5 and get its area, that's all fine. But when you're here, so this is, you are encountering an exception, so that's invalid radius exception is thrown. So it's caught right here. So it's displayed here. is the radius, and so you're getting this radius is invalid. Now, when you have multiple exceptions, just be careful here. You are using, if you write code like this, try except exception, then except invalid to radius exception. This is wrong. So you should have the subtype put before the supertype. So this is except exception is a supertype. It should be put after this. That is all for this video on defining custom exception classes. See you on the next video.